Good morning. Welcome to our magical Monday. Let this week be beautiful. Let this week be teaching us a lot of things. And today we'll be learning about tapping. Now, what exactly is tapping? Today we'll be learning that. And of course, along with that, for our body and along with that, for our mind, we will be having a very beautiful connection with our soul as well in this mirror work. So let's start a morning with the Power of Dreams programming. Let's power our dreams by doing some fluid movement. Thank you. Let's start. More power to our dreams. Let them all come to fruition. Let's start the morning with Luke Cottino's advice. So all of us are married here, and today the advice that we have is beautiful. So I think it's going to be time to go back to our vows when we got married. So let's understand the science. Let's understand why is it so important. So more power to us. Rahul sir, can we bring the book? Yes. 39th lifestyle fact is have more sex. So those of us who are married and who have partners, this is for them. For the others, it's just to realize that how it makes a difference. So what connection does this have to do with your weight? Or what connection does it have to do with your mental being? Having more sex is also a great way to move from a sedentary to an active lifestyle. Plus, it keeps you happy, assuming it is safe and satisfying, and works as a massive stress buster. When you are involving yourself in this beautiful act of love, there are certain sex hormones that are produced during this act. And that is when the cortisol level is falling rapidly. It is so wonderful that your metabolic activities get enhanced. You're burning more calories, and it's in a way effortless because it's just flowing in love. And if you're making love in the night just before sleeping, you're going to have a deep sleep also because it's just very relaxing as well. So now it's extremely important for us to understand that together all of this is lose fat. And while we are sleeping, even then, you have activated some muscles and some energy levels and some hormones, and you are going to be in a process of losing weight on your own. And it's very important for us to understand that we must disconnect from our gadgets at least 1 hour before bed. So if you have made it a habit to sleep at 10 or 11, 1 hour prior, please keep your mobile phones somewhere away from your bed, at least 10 to 15 feet away from your bed. Because the radiation your mobile gives you, even that is hampering your body movement. And in the morning, you will never even feel lazy if the mobile is 15 feet away or 10 feet away. You'll have to get up out of your bed to switch on the alarm if you wake up with alarms. If you're using the good old factor of telling your subconscious mind to wake you up, and you know you're going to wake up, you will wake up. Some people are using the takyas and telling them, my pillows, okay, wake me up at this time. It's all telling your subconscious mind. So please be very careful of switching off, because if you've made love, but if your phone is right next to you on your bedside, you can't have deep sleep and it will be hindered. So expect that also from yourself. Now, don't know what you will do in that 1 hour. It's not only about your phones, it's about your laptops, it's about your TVs. So no blue radiation. Keep it safe, keep it respectful, make love. So thank you so much, Rahul sir. So it's very important to understand that in our holistic growth, for our mind, for our body, for our soul, everything comes in the picture. And all of us are flowing in a world of love. Unfortunately, this very essence of love is missing in our life. We think it's just act sometimes. It should be a part of your daily life. Unfortunately, people say, oh, this is super active, it's not possible. We're so tired. But actually, it is de stressing you, it is making you more fresh. It's about training your mind. Today, we're on this beautiful journey where actually today you will find that what exactly is tapping. So, the basics of tapping is what we're going to cover today. So Margaret Lynch says, I want you to stop asking, why don't I have more money? Before I ask this, please, I'm also asking you, yesterday Rahul sir and Amrita had sent you a video. Did you go through it? Did you try and understand the law of attraction or why people do something like that? Just the basics. Today, of course, second video will come your way on how to tap. So very important to just see those short videos. It's like a summary of what you're reading. And it'll also be on track. And there's no harm if you read seeing that video 1 and video 2 again on the second day, just that you're getting initiated. So yes, now great that all of you are saying yes. I'm so thankful to all of you. So yes, now the biggest question to all of us is, and I'm going to involve tapping even for your weight goals or other goals. So it's all about wealth here, but I'm going to try and tell you something. So whatever challenge you have in your body or your life, I want you to stop asking yourself the question. Herein we are being told, why don't I have more money? Similarly, why don't I lose weight? Or why do people not respect me? Or why do I not have a loving counterpart? Or why is there a discord between this and that, or some that and that, whatever you have? So if you have a challenge, stop asking yourself that question. Why? You're again increasing the energy around it. You don't have to do that. And now what do? Instead, we do something to change our financial situation, something to change in a relationship, something to change wherever we are in stagnation, something to change about a lifestyle if it's about weight. In the introduction section, Margaret referred to the use of tapping to clear blocks that keep you from having more money. Once you learn how to do it, it's very simple. And recognize blocks that create resistance to having more money, your power to clear resistance will be strong. If you've never heard of tapping, get ready for something that may seem weird and outside the box, but it's beautiful. Tapping is a mindset technique used to overcome limiting beliefs, fears, self esteem issues, and even things like post traumatic stress disorder and anxiety. Tapping is one of the most powerful and effective mind body techniques for clearing emotional blocks that keep you from achieving what you want. While the idea of it may seem unpromising or even ridiculous, when I first explain it, you'll change your mind quickly when you see results. Now, there is a science behind it. With more than 40 clinical trials attesting to the efficacy of tapping for PTSD, anxiety, and even phobias, because it lets you access your subconscious mind. So, if you're going through any kind of syndrome, any mental disorder, if you're too anxious, if we have water phobia or we have height phobia, vertigo, I don't know what all we could be having, the science is beautiful. You're just tapping into some energy points and you're increasing yourself in a potential where you will not be able to feel the fear and you'll be able to do it very easily. So, of course, we will all be liberated and free, right? Why are we doing this? Because there is a mind body connection and we're trying to tap into the stuck up energy in our subconscious mind, which we don't even know how it's programmed. We discussed yesterday that 85%, according to Margaret, is the subconscious mind, which has all the memories of every single thing you've ever done. Ever done means even million years ago. And let me tell you, all of us are really, really, really old if you look at the spirit point of view. You, in your body, in your human age, in this particular birth, you could be whatever age you are, but actually you're millions of years old. And you have had trillions of days that you've lived. And trillions of days means an infinite number of activity experiences. And those infinite number of activities experiences are stored in a subconscious mind. So if you're having some problem, it's fine. You that's how you're conditioned. But it's fine to learn a technique that will help us. So tapping will help us in a big time. So how will it help us? It'll clear blocks that subconsciously hold us back from what you want, sometimes including having more money. It'll give us freedom to get more by dissolving resistance that keeps the law of attraction from working for us at full capacity. The biggest proof is found in trying it. So let's try it and let's understand why tap. Tapping is a technique used to heal emotions. And believe me, if I repeat myself again, it will sound repetitive. We are emotional beings. We are human beings and we are emotional beings. I don't think any one of us is without emotions. So this technique is going to actually help us as a being. It's also called EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, which was brought to people's attention throughout in the 1980s and 1990s by Gary Craig. Tapping is also called TFT, based on the original technique developed by Roger Callahan. So it was, in fact, we're going for history, it was initially created to treat phobias and severe post-traumatic stress disorders because you can effectively turn off some of the memories with tapping. So there are some memories, right, which you don't want to again go, you're like, you want to get healed. So you can heal them by turning them off also. It's being used successfully to help veterans and victims of mass genocide ease their PTSD. When you use tapping, it frees you from negative emotions tied to limiting beliefs, fears, old memories that unconsciously block our desires. Once we clear these with tapping, the blocks are released and we have the emotional freedom to make good things happen. Tapping has been reported as successful in many thousands of cases for a wide range of issues. So there, there are, you'll find a lot of now, all of a sudden, when you know about tapping, you'll find a lot of EFT coaches. Ekdam se even that world will come because now it's opened the world, right? So get that very, very clear. Whatever you start learning, all of a sudden you start observing also because you've registered that fact. And it's the results are beautiful because it just is amazing. The speciality of tapping is that if you are success focused, then you'll definitely break free from your specific blocks that you're facing in your life, in whatever, whether it's growing your business, whether it's into stepping into a mission, amassing more money, etc., etc. Many people are surprised that I use tapping with business professionals and entrepreneurs. But this technique is needed for these areas because people do not act logically when it comes to their money. So my money, 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 and they're like so illogical about it. There's this syndrome that comes, the thing of, owning it, the thing of not letting it go wasted, the thing of not spending, the thing of thinking too much. These are all blockages. These are all limiting beliefs. And with tapping, we're going to be releasing them as well. We can get incredibly emotional if we are not aware of it. Tapping was developed around the principles of acupuncture, which has been used to clear energy blocks and heal health issues for thousands of years in Chinese medicine. It was then found that you could use acupuncture. Instead of acupuncture, acupressure came in, where you just touch them lightly with your fingertips on acupuncture points, and you can make a shift in unconscious beliefs and negative emotions that block you from getting what you want. So I'm not sure how many of you are aware of the acupuncture. In acupressure, light needle points are used. In acupuncture, only this is used. And for this, people put kidney beans, rajma, they put seeds, masoor ka dal with tapes on those points. They press those points for a while. There are also magnet therapies which come with that. So that's about what is happening. Your bodies, so the science is that your entire body is in your hand and your feet. So every body part is corresponding to some part, every hand part is corresponding to some body part. So if you have a block somewhere, so say I have a block here, right here in the center, we'll be putting something the therapist will putting. This you need professional help. In tapping, you can find this yourself. Of course, we'll go through this and we'll understand how. Medical doctors are now recognizing that our bodies have a kind of electrical system that flows through it. In Eastern philosophy, this is called the meridian system. In Hindi, it's called the Nadi system, and the energy is called chi. Chi, ki, pran, all this is there. So if the chi flows as it should along the meridian, the center part of our body, and it keeps our body in a natural state of well-being. Now, using acupressure or acupuncture is stimulating points along the meridians will help clear energy blocks, get the chi flowing in many ways that will restore your well-being. The popularity of acupuncture continues to increase because of this. In Western medicine, this electrical system has been associated with a fight or flight autonomic system. The sympathetic nervous system in the body is always like, even fight and flight is something which is there when you have adversity. Either going to fight it or you're going to just run away and fly away, and you're like, I'm not handling it. That's how we all are made. Now, when we start tapping on specific acupuncture points, you can actually feel a switch flip, an electrical circuit disconnect, and turn off reaction to something you're thinking about, which could be a memory, something that scares you, could be your bills, could be something that makes you angry or sad. It can also flip the switch related to feelings, issue, or to deal with someone you dislike. Tapping disconnects the thought from the autonomic nervous reaction to the body, which means all of our negative emotions, whatever we've stored in our mind, but whatever is there, we're going through it, they will dissipate immediately. Why? Because we'll become calmer. And at a physiological level, it calms sympathetic nervous system responsible for the stress response. And that turns on to the being parasympathetic. Now, this parasympathetic nervous system is responsible for the relaxation response, which is why we have been asking each other to take a deep breath in thrice so that we don't react, we respond, right? And what are we doing? We are switching off our sympathetic nervous system into parasympathetic nervous system. Now, when we come into sympathetic nervous system, automatically you find being calm, you find being relaxed. Okay, yeah, it works. So I don't know how many of us have tried, but that even breathing, conscious breathing, deep breathing also helps us relax. We have many emotional needs also. Now, our emotions are also triggering off our finances big time. Margaret says she's worked with people who deal well with people's money for a living, like CPAs, financial planners, and other money experts. They help their clients manage their money effectively. But when it comes to planning their own finances, they become emotional, and all the limiting beliefs show up. Tapping is the best technique to quickly shift emotional states, limiting beliefs, and old memories and traumas that people have connected to their money and success. Is tapping right for you? So if you've never tried it, you may wonder, should you even bother to do it? Especially if you've never tried something which is like an alternative energy treatment or don't believe in it can work. So I think right now, all of us who are logged on the call, we believe the alternative stuff works. That's why we're all here, to learn something which is therapeutic, something which is new. So the big answer for all of us definitely is a yes. We don't need to believe it can help. We just know that it'll help us. And we'll do it with the belief that it'll help us, and we'll see how well it works. Tapping looks strange, but it's been proven clinically, scientifically, that it's very effective. And if it's done multiple times by many, 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 many people, anybody you can think of is using tapping. So Jack Canfield is an author, all of us, I think, relate to him. Tony Robbins, I think if you have heard of him, he's into peak state programming, and he's a big time motivational guy, and he's helped people get off suicides, even his live sessions. All of these people, Oti, Harv, Ecker, all of these people have been using tapping and moving very fast forwarding their life with their goals because they're very, very nice. Now, tapping has been endorsed by Deepak Chopra. He's one of our Indians doing so well. He's a doctor as well. Whoopi Goldberg used to eliminate her fear of flying. Richard Branson has incorporated tapping into the Virgin Atlantic Flying Without Fear program. Some reasons to learn tapping are: anyone can learn it, how to use it. It doesn't take long to get the technique down. You can do some tapping in just a few minutes. It's free to do. Though some people find it helpful to work with a practitioner, you can do it anytime, anywhere. it can yield greater results quickly. So what I believe in is to be independent. So I always try sciences on my own without professionals, actually, just to see that, what am I going to learn out of it? And I go with a very open mind. So I don't think we need any practitioner. We are very happy to do it on our own, but it's going to be magical. And throughout this book, Margaret will guide us through tapping exercises to release blocks that keep us from making the kind of money we'd like. So all of us have dreams, all of us have goals, right? This will really be helping us. Of course, tapping may force us. So can we turn the page? Of course, tapping may force us to look at things that aren't pleasant, but it will also help us let go of them. Or we can always forward ourselves into greater financial solvency, which means solutions are going to come in very easily and we'll be much, much better sound. So what are the tapping points? What are we supposed to tap at? So it's very, very easy to do tapping. Express your feelings as you tap lightly on the acupuncture points explained below, using 2 fingers or more with either hand or both hands. Why tapping is called acupressure for the emotions. As long as you stimulate the points, it doesn't matter which hand or which side you tap on. While there are many more acupuncture points, I'll describe the ones most commonly used. If you watch different tapping videos, you'll see people use a variety of points. They all work. If a point is uncomfortable to reach, like the one under your arm, skip it. You can't do tapping wrong. The best part is you can never go wrong here. It's your body, you're just tapping. If that particular point is not being activated, कोई और point activate हो रहा है, it's absolutely okay. Energy block हो जाती है हमारी body में. So, when we tap all over our body, like everywhere. We tap every single place, just to open our things. We tap every part of our body, consciously here, everywhere we tap. So if you're tapping in for a particular point and अगर वो नहीं भी हो रहा, तो believe me, you can't go wrong, right? Because it's great. Now, if you follow Margaret's script, which is so simple to follow, you'll find yourself that everything is working amazingly for you. Something that's not true for you is also fine for you. So nothing you say will hurt you, nothing you do will hurt you because it's all amazing. Often tapping begins with what's called the setup. This is done to set up your energy to be most receptive to the rest of the tapping rounds. For that, you tap in the center of the outside of either hand, called the karate chop point. So Abhi, you don't have to try anything. Abhi, just read it. So name for the part of the hand used to do karate chop. So karate chop, anyone knows, it's like this. When they break the bricks, it's like karate chop. So yes. So this is done to set up your energy. Now for that, we must understand that you can use several fingers, either 2 or 3 or several, whatever you want to use. Like I use all 5. I don't even use 1 or 2. I use all 5 if it's for bigger areas. So you can use several fingers to make sure you hit the spot. As you tap, the most important thing is as you tap, voice a negative feeling, emotion, or belief several times to keep you focused on it. So आप उस emotion को, उस negative feeling को अपनी body से बाहर निकाल रहे हो. तो उसको आपको feel या तो बोलना है या अंदर से बोलना है, whatever. Spoken or thought, whatever works. What you say each time is related to what you said just before it. It usually follows a pattern such as, even though I feel negative feeling, I still for example, so basically replacing your negativity with positivity. So what's happening? एक चीज जाएगी तो एक चीज आएगी ना. That's how it is, right? So that's how the law of universe is. Something will be, so you have to replace your negativity with positivity. So all your negative beliefs is something that you're affirming unknowingly. पैसे नहीं आते, पैसे नहीं बचते, with बहुत पैसे बचते हैं, आते ही रहते हैं पैसे. So you're going to change your negative feeling to a positive feeling. Example for us is, even though I feel really anxious about the bills right now, I still honor all my feelings. And the best thing about all of us is, मुझे ये feeling क्यों आ रही है, इसको मैं कैसे avoid करूं? अरे आ रही तो आ जान दो. Observe it, be a witness. It's coming, it's going. But here in tapping energy, we'll be replacing the negativity with positivity. The point of this is to get you more in touch with emotions you need to release. The point is that all of us are on a journey of releasing. And this book has come to us in the right period when all of us surrendering. So what better that we're going to surrender all our negativity away? Sometimes we don't even need the setup, and we can just start tapping and voicing whatever we are feeling. In the tapping exercises throughout the book, sometimes I use a setup and sometimes I don't. As I said, there is no wrong way to do tapping, or there's no right way to do tapping. The points I typically use for tapping are those commonly used for acupuncturists. But luckily, we don't need any needles. Instead, we use tapping to create a light electrical charge to literally shift what's happening in your body and nervous system. Margaret uses 8 main points and they begin at the eyebrows. You can check the diagram to make sure you have the right spots. They are the points in the order that I use them. So let's look at the diagram to understand the science a bit more. So if you see in the top of the head is where your crown chakra is, right? Now the first thing she's using is eyebrow point, right here. It could be in any side of your eyebrow, just inside of your eyebrow, wherever the eyebrow is starting, that point. You can touch yourselves right now to understand. जहाँ आपकी बाल शुरू हो रहे हैं eyebrow के, just inside of that is your eyebrow point. Side of the eye point, right on the edge of the bone on the side. You can feel the bone, right? You know, if you touch your, you'll be able to feel the bone. So right on the side of this is your side of the eye point. Under the eye point, in the center of the top edge of the bone under the eye. So, you know, there'll be a bone here. If you see your eyes are in sockets. Now the top edge where the bone is just, you can feel a roundish bone. It's right in the center. Now under the nose, it's right here between the nose and the upper lip. So right in the center, there's a little hole, you know, if you see your it just bends here. That is your under the nose point. Chin point. Again here, right in the center, you'll find there's no point, but right in the center, there's a little cavity. So in the cleft of your chin. Collarbone point. So just where your collarbone is starting. Find the U-shaped bone at the base of your neck and follow either side down to an angle to find a slight depression. Did you find the depression? Can you touch it? Always there's some cavities in our body. Those are the tapping points. So get that very clear. Now the underarm point is very important. About 4 inches down from the armpit where a bra band falls on women. So again, you'll find that like right here. Top of the head point at the center of the head. We discussed this crown chakra. So some people begin at the top of the head. It always works. Why? Firstly, this is where you connected from your spiritual level. This is where your spirit is. So you're activating your first step of your soul energy. So you're just seeing, oh, divine guidance is coming in. Oh, I'm tapping. I'm open and receptive. So you can just use this with both the hands. I use both my hands and I just keep round when I go. So then what we do, we come down. I even activate these. But right now, if you want, you can only activate what we've been typed. So you will tap here with the 1 finger, 2 fingers, 3, whatever works for you. Then you tap yourself here. Then you tap yourself here. Then you tap yourself here. Here. Here you tap yourself. Here you tap yourself. And here in your hand, this is where the karate chop is happening. This is to be activated as well. So we'll understand a bit more about it. So can you turn the page? So how do I know what to say? The fuel for effective tapping is voicing words that connect to the negative emotions, limiting beliefs, and intensity of resistance you might feel, often subconsciously, when thinking about something you want to change. So I like what's happening, for example. You say I can't lose weight, you know, because कितना ही कर लो, I can't lose weight. Other people तो कितना भी खा लें, उनको weight नहीं लगता, मुझे तो पानी भी लग जाता है. And that's something that you've conditioned yourself by saying that. Now what do you start saying? You say it's okay, पानी भी लग जाता है, it's fine. But now I know my body's energy is changing because I'm opening my energy. So wherever you start tapping, and while tapping, you say, but I accept that, but I also know that now I'm changing. And my body weight releases very fast because I'm in surrender mode. So whatever positive talk you want to do to yourself, first understand that negativity is there and it's okay to have it. Most of us feel we should not feel negative. But I say we are emotional beings. I always keep saying the heartbeat is never straight. It's always up, down, up, down, up, down. Similarly, it's kind of a diagram of our emotions. Our emotions are also going to be up, down, up, down, up, down. Now that you're in gratitude world, every time you go up, you're like, wow, amazing. When you go down, even then you know, okay, this too shall pass. So similarly, with our emotions, we tell ourselves, okay, so yeah, I'm going through this, but I know that I am going to change this. And even if I fall, I know I'm again going to change it. So that is what we're going to be encouraging ourselves to express. So in my sessions, that why do I tell you all that on Facebook? So you're not taking it seriously. The batch is not taking it seriously, and I'm not even really working on it. You know, you realize that Facebook at the moment, you guys are only putting in flyers. I want you to start writing something of your part. What is it that inspires you? What is it that you felt? कैसी भी English हो, कैसी भी हिंदी हो, how does it matter? Expression is important. हमें इंडिया में इतना बोला जाता है, सोच के बोलो, लोग देख रहे हैं, लोग जज कर रहे हैं. मैं बोलती हूँ बिना सोच के बोलो, that is yours forum. Say whatever you want. Free yourself, liberate yourself, and then you will actually find there's so much of hidden creativity in you. So please start taking it seriously. Please start sharing flyers, yes, but something also about it. It is not that, it's just a good feeling zone. Yes, it is a good feeling zone. If you just click on that group and you say, immediately your energy levels are up because you're like, wow, look at the energy here. This is what I want to do. And sometimes you read some messages which are meant for you to hear. So please take it seriously. Please start sharing there. Tapping on the on points is going to help us also take out the toxicity in our energy. Sometimes we have static toxic energy. So it will help us. Even when we are going to be having spoken words, you realize कि अब हिम्मत आ गई है बोलने की. आप शुरू में start करोगे बोलना group में. I mean, yeah, you write it. What is writing? It's an expression of yourself, right? And then you'll start saying gradually, you'll realize कि अरे अब तो मैं अपने लिए stand ले पाता हूँ. एकदम से मैं बोल पाता हूँ. जो मैं नहीं बोल पाता था आज मैं बोल पा रहा हूँ. Why? Because आपके energy blocks activate हो रहे हैं. It's going to help you start yourself. If your exaggerated emotions are seeming bigger and bigger than what you think might feel, in order to trigger emotions you might be ignoring, all of a sudden you will become emotional. सब बाहर निकल जाएगा. फिर एकदम relaxation आ जाएगा. Tapping is really, 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 really important. Most of the chapters include tapping scripts. As you get more comfortable doing it, substitute feelings and other words that relate more to you and your situation. It's good to do one round with my words. If you're clearing something that causes a lot of negative emotions, do the round several times. Most scripts have both a negative and positive round. Once you feel your negative emotions subside about what you tap on, move on to the positive round. Throughout the book, I'll tell you how to use tapping to clear your biggest blocks to more wealth, more personal power, and success in our life. It's a very powerful tool that can help you make effective changes in your finances and more. And you'll be able to feel that change happening very, very, very clearly. Today, Rahul sir is going to send you this beautiful video about tapping and on how to tap. It's a guided video. While Margaret is guiding us, please do this. She's showing us also, she's talking to us also, she's demonstrating also. So please go through it, do it alongside with her, and then do it on your own. And believe me, you cannot go wrong. So don't think twice about it. Don't procrastinate. मैं wrong कर रहा हूँ तो wrong कुछ भी नहीं कर रहे हो. Just do it, and do it. That's it. This entire book will come to life only once we practice it. Today is day one of practicing this particular thing, and it doesn't take time. You'll see it's so fast. And once you get in the energy, you'll be able to tap yourself so much, so much, so much better. So thank you everyone for joining in this beautiful session of tapping. And I'm sure today is the first day of tapping and you're going to have a great time. We've seen the points, and even Margaret will guide all of us on this. So yes, Neha, we'll accept your thing today and you'll be able to post. So Rahul sir, time for sun salutations, Surya Namaskars, time for energy.
The Surya Namaskar with mantras. Om Mitraye Namaha. Om Ravaye Namaha. Om Suryaye Namaha. Om Bhanave Namaha. Om Khagaye Namaha. Om Pushne Namaha. Om Hiranyagarbhaye Namaha. Om Marichai Namaha. Om Adityay Namaha. Om Savitre Namaha. Om Arkay Namaha. Om Bhaskaray Namaha. Salutations to the universal friend. Salutations to the resplendent sun. Salutations to the energy that induces activity within us. Salutations to the one who illumines. Salutations to the sun moving across the sky. Salutations to the giver of strength. Salutations to the golden cosmic self. Salutations to the Lord of the dawn. Salutations to the son of Aditi, the cosmic mother. Salutations to the benevolent mother. Salutations to the energy that we praise, and to the one who guides us to salvation. The sun salutation now with the names of the postures, both in Sanskrit and English. Pranamasana, Hastuttanasana, Padahastasana, left leg back, Ashvasanchalanasana, Parvatasana, and hold this position. And now slowly progressing into the deeper version of Parvatasana, Adho Mukh Svanasana. Ashtang Namaskar, Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left forward, Ashvasanchalanasana, Padahastasana, Hastuttanasana, Pranamasana. On the right side, prayer position, raised arms pose, hand to feet pose, right leg back, equestrian pose, mountain pose, hold mountain pose, and slowly moving into the deeper version of mountain, the downward facing dog. Salute with 8 limbs, cobra, press back to mountain, right forward equestrian pose, hand to feet pose, raised arms position, prayer pose. One round of the sun salutation with awareness on the breathing. So exhaling our hands to the chest, pranam. Inhaling as we bend back. We exhale as we fold forward. Left leg back, inhale as we're arching back. Exhale into the forward. Hold the breath for knees, chest, chin. Inhale as we arch back. Exhale into the forward. Left leg forward, inhale. This is a back bend. Exhale whenever we bend forward. Inhale as we bend back. Exhale, hands to the chest. And on the right, deep breathing. Exhale. A deep inhale. A long exhale. Right leg back with an inhale. And exhale. Hold the breath. Inhale. And exhale. Right leg forward with a deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale.
How wonderful. All right. Now time for our mirror work, and let's go for it. So mirror work again is therapeutic. It's every day. If you're doing mirror work, you are finding some success. How about reflecting on what you're going through with mirror work? So I'd like to know, yes, Meenakshi, you're right. Tapping is common in many Asian countries. Acupressure and acupuncture are very useful in pain relief for chronic cancer patients also. Yes, Kamakshi, all these have been used, tried, tested. Tapping is super easy. And we can also see that our own energy will be much, much better. So today we are on day 6 of our mirror work. So I hope it's easier for us to look into our eyes and see the very beautiful words, I love you, or you've gone beyond it also. It's nice that you're appreciating yourself, probably, even that's probably happening. So, of course, you can reflect on this in the chat box. Today, let's realize what we're going to learn. Today, we are learning to break the habit of judgment and self criticism and to go beyond the need to put ourselves down. Look in the mirror today and take a few moments to congratulate yourself. You are beginning to love and approve of yourself, or at least willing to do so. Wherever you are in the process, celebrate the progress you have made so far. I celebrate you and your commitment to your mirror work. The more mirror work you do, the more aware of your self talk you become. If I asked you to play a tape of your inner dialogue today, what would it sound like? Would you still be listening to negative affirmations? Like, I'm so stupid, I'm such a klutz, nobody asked me what I think, why are there so many inconsiderate people? So, is your inner voice still constantly picking you up, picking at everything? Are you seeing the world through critical eyes? Do you judge everything? Do you stand in self righteousness? So many of us, we have been programmed, conditioned to thinking negative for people, about people, ourselves, with others. Situations are not favorable. Criticism, 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 complain, complain, complain. But in the last 1 month that we have done the magic book, we have learned not to criticize. We have learned to start appreciating and seeing the good things in everyone. There has been a shift. Now, the next step is we've done that for things. It's time to do that for our body. So many of us have a strong habit of judgment, criticism that we can't easily break. I used to be a constant complainer, full of self pity. I loved to wallow in the pits. I didn't know what I was perpetuating in situations which were to pity myself. I didn't know any better in those days. It is so important to do your mirror work because it makes you acutely aware of judgments and negative self talk and allows you to release your inner critic as soon as you can. You will never be able to love yourself until you go beyond the need to put yourself down and make life wrong. As a little baby, you were so open to life. You looked in the world with eyes of wonder. Unless something was scary or someone harmed you, you accepted life just as it was. Later, as you grew up, you began to accept the opinions of others. They all of a sudden took center stage. They became so important. And whatever they said, we thought they were our own. If somebody said we have a bad nose, we said, oh, I have a bad nose, but she says so. We learned how to criticize them and ourselves. What helped Louise Hay eventually was that she started to listen to what she was saying. She became aware of her inner critic and she worked to stop my self criticism. She began to say positive affirmations in front of the mirror without quite knowing what they meant. I just kept saying them over and over and over again. I started with the easy ones. I love myself. I approve of myself. And then she graduated to my opinions are valued. I release the need to criticize myself. I release the need to criticize others. Such simple affirmations, but if you start saying them, will your heart be in coherence? आपका हार्ट एक्सेप्ट करेगा ये सब चीजें अगर आप बोलोगे तो इसमें तो कुछ भी नहीं है ना. Have you tried these? Have you tried how you feel about I love myself? Has that changed? Initially, you probably didn't love yourself, but does that feel a little better? Or I approve of myself, pehle you didn't approve. Even if that's not happening, continue doing that. Next point, start. I release the need to criticize myself, or I release the need to feel undervalued, or I release the need of feeling unloved. Whatever you're feeling, please start releasing the needs. Remember, the world is beautiful. Yes, if it's difficult, even more better. It's a challenge. Just do it. And remember, you're surrendering right now, even though the cosmic energy is with you. So it's going to become, in fact, easier because right now the energies are working with you on releasing. So after a while, Louis Hay started noticing the positive changes that were beginning to take place. When you work on releasing your inner critic, you too will begin to notice changes. I believe that criticism shrivels our spirits. It reinforces the belief that I am not good enough. It certainly doesn't bring out the best in us, But when you release the inner critic, you get in touch with your higher self. So let's check. Are you learning to play a tape of positive affirmations in your mind? Paying attention to your thoughts and replacing negative thoughts with positive affirmations? So for this, I requested you all about 2 weeks ago, after 3 weeks of being in the course, that please record your own videos with affirmations, your audios with affirmations. And while you're walking, cooking, doing whatever, listen to those again and again and again. Very, very, very important to listen to those. I follow Insight Timer in a very beautiful way. There's this beautiful manifestation audio. It also has a lot of affirmations. I'm going to try and send you the audio. It's not a very good audio because I have recorded that from my app into my daughter's phone for her to go through because she didn't want to buy the membership. I said, at least try it. She didn't really use it, but I'm going to try and send that. So maybe that's going to be one thing for you to make your own manifestation and affirmations audios. So let's check. Are you learning to play a tape of positive affirmations in your mind? Are you really working on that? Please check. Or are you still listening to the manifestation meditation audio, which we had shared, which was channeled? So I'm okay if you're doing that, but it's time that your body hears your own voice. By doing mirror work, you will become more aware of your inner voice and what you say to yourself. You'll be able to release the need to pick on yourself all the time. And when you do that, you will notice that you no longer criticize others so much. So you see, mirror work and tapping can go together. यहाँ भी आप कर रहे हो ना, you're releasing the need. So you're saying something, I'm releasing the need, and this is coming in my body. So very important to do both parallel, also you can intertwine them. When you make it okay to be yourself, then you automatically really allow others to be themselves. The little habits no longer bother you as much. Release the need to change others as you want them to be. But we are control freaks. We feel, अरे ऐसा होगा तो amazing, ऐसा होगा तो amazing, ये ऐसा होगा तो. We are all the time trying to be controllers. All of a sudden you realize कि okay, yeah, I don't want to be controlled. So why will I want to be controlled? Now you start stepping into other people's shoes. कि कोई ऐसा जो मैं कर रही हूँ, किसी कोई मेरे साथ करेगा तो how will I see it? And then you will see, oh my God, I better change myself. All of a sudden you'll stop judging people. You release the need for them also to judge you, because जब आप judge करना बंद कर दोगे, enhance करना बंद कर दोगे, लोग भी judge करना बंद कर देंगे. Remember, people are your reflections. Whatever you're echoing out, आप क्या सोच रहे हो, वो आपको मिल रहा है. अगर आपने criticize करना बंद कर दिया, आपका criticism भी बंद हो जाएगा. अगर आपने compliment करना शुरू कर दिया, आपके साथ भी compliment शुरू हो जाएंगे. So आपकी body में compliment देना, आपको मन करे नहीं करे, start complimenting. कुछ ऐसा होगा ना which you like about you. Maybe your hair you like, maybe your eyebrows you like, maybe your eyes you like, maybe your nose you like, maybe your lips, maybe your smile, maybe your dimples you like, whatever. Maybe your collarbone you like, whatever. Maybe your nails and hands you like. किसी को भी लेकर compliment करना है. मुझे लगता है कि अगर हम इससे भी start कर लेना, so our habit will become so much better. Now, our feelings, our thoughts and actions. Please understand this line. It's a very deep line. Our feelings, our thoughts and actions. हम क्या feel कर रहे हैं, वो manifest कर रहा है. कल पता है क्या हुआ? India and Pakistan were playing, and I just wanted a sixer. I just said, okay, a six. And immediately when I said, my mind said, नहीं, six में catch out हो जाएगा, cut out हो जाएगा. That exactly what happened. It's not like I'm saying कि मेरी वजह से हुआ, but I'm just trying to say that it's so important for us to understand that whatever we're feeling is going to come into thoughts. Immediate you see. And I was like, shit, मैंने बोल दिया, but this is going to happen. And immediately it was like, and I was like, shit. So what are we doing? We have to be very careful of what we're feeling. And we have to be very, 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 very clear about it. There is no need to feel any guilt or shame about them. Feelings आ रही हैं, please उनको honor करो. It's okay. See them. They serve a purpose. And when you release negative thoughts from your mind and body, you allow space inside for others, more positive feelings and experiences. So please understand this very, very clear. We are releasing our negative thoughts from our mind, from our body, from our existence. And जब हमने उसको release किया, उसकी जगह पे हम और positive emotions भर रहे हैं. कि vacuum आ गया ना? अब वैक्यूम में अच्छा भर सकते हैं, अगर एक बॉटल भरी हुई होगी उसमें आप और पानी डाल सकते हो, वो ओवरफ्लो करेगा ना, बाहर से ही बाहर ओवरफ्लो कर जाएगा। बॉटल खाली तो हमें ही करना पड़ेगा ना। वो बॉटल नेगेटिविटी से भरी हुई है। रिलीज रिलीज रिलीज, टेढ़ा करो मेढ़ा करो बॉटल को, जैसे करना है करो, प्रेशर लगाओ बॉटल पे, जो भी करना है करो, यू हैव टू टेक आउट दैट एक्स्ट्रा इमोशंस एंड देन पुट इन द राइट वंस, दैट्स व्हेन इट विल बिकम ब्यूटीफुल। तो आज की एफर्मेशन है, it is now safe for me to release my inner critic and move into love. Very, 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 very important. Look, everything in the world is guided by love. हमारा क्रिटिक क्यों आ रहा है? क्योंकि लैक ऑफ लव है। हमें वो पसंद नहीं तो हम क्रिटिसाइज करें, बिकॉज हमें दिख नहीं रहा अच्छा चीजें। The minute we start falling in love, we go in the world of love, we will not be criticizing anymore. कुछ भी wrong दिखेगा ही नहीं। So it's very, 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 very important for us to understand that. Your day 6 mirror work exercise. Find a quiet place with a mirror where you feel safe and where you won't be disturbed. So very important कि आपके जो mirrors हैं, आपने कहाँ place करा हुआ है, it's important. So that you can sit down and spend some quality time in front of the mirror. So in my house, in my room, there's a lot of mirrors. I said in my bathroom, it's full on mirror cabinet, the walk-in closets and everything. In the room also, I have it all mirror. I simply used to put my recliner in front of that and just sit in front of that, because it's very important to have an eye-to-eye contact, mirror close at home. Look into the mirror, look straight into your eyes. If you're still not comfortable, you're looking everywhere around your face, please understand it's okay to shift your attention. Eyes ko nahi dekh pa rahe, and concentrate on your mouth or your nose or whatever. Talk to your inner child. Remember, we spoke about inner child. Remember, हमारे अंदर एक baby है who are like a little child who wants to feel loved, ignored है बहुत time से, जिसको आपने attention ही नहीं दी. Now your inner child wants to grow. It wants to blossom. It needs love. It needs acceptance. It needs compliments. So let's do that. Please, if you can't compliment your right now person, it's okay. Compliment your old person. Oh, you are so this. Oh, you are, because you need to tell the little child. Now say these affirmations. I love you. I love you. And I know you're doing the best you can. You are perfect just the way you are. I approve of you. You may want to do this exercise several times before you truly feel that your inner voice is less critical. Do what feels right for you. कई बार एक्स्ट्रा करना पड़ेगा, लंबे सेशंस हो जाएंगे आपके खुद के साथ, कि अगर आपकी इनर वॉइस अभी क्रिटिसाइज कर रही है, इट्स ओके. रिमेंबर, स्टार्ट लिसनिंग. आपकी बॉडी क्या बोल रही है आप वो करो, आपका माइंड क्या बोल रहा है आप वो करो, करना जरूर है. सो डोंट गेट ऑफ ट्रैक कि नहीं मुझे, मैं कंफर्टेबल नहीं हूँ, मैं मिरर में नहीं देख पा रहा, मैं नहीं करूंगा. करना जरूरी है. मिरर में नहीं देख पा रहे, यहाँ देख पा रहे, यहाँ देख पा रहे, कुछ देख पा रहे. Now the power is within you. Day 6 journaling exercise. Make a, no, it doesn't make you proudy at all. Why will it make you proudy? You're trying to compliment yourself. You're trying to love yourself, because you don't love yourself. So we're having problems. All of us are having problems because we don't love ourselves enough. जब हम अपने खुद ही लव से इतना भर जाएंगे, so everything we do will be act of love. Proud क्यों? बहुत मुश्किल से आता है self love. So please work on it. Make and don't think so much. If these books are tried and tested on millions and trillions of people, they're going to help us also. Yes, it's good to ask questions, but they are tried and tested sciences. And I don't introduce any book that I haven't tried personally or I haven't benefited. So again, make a list of 5 things you criticize yourself for. आपको journaling में अपना वो करना है. अब हर लिस्ट में, हर चीज में जब आप लिस्ट में देखेंगे, go down to the list. Beside each item, write the date on which you began to criticize yourself for this particular thing. If you can't remember the exact date, approximate. For example, like बहुत पहले, I was like about 13 years old. I remember very clearly, class 8th. My नानी said, बहुत पतले हो, तुम्हारे फेस पे पानी ही नहीं है, you know, तुम ढंग से खाया करो, बिल्कुल चमक नहीं है. That time I started criticizing myself by seeing in the mirror कि अरे पानी नहीं, you know, your skin doesn't shine, you know. So I remember. So if I can't remember कि which month it was in, I don't have to remember. 13 याद है मुझे, 78 born हूँ, मुझे ये याद है, so 91 approximately. So just so that you can see the trend कि कब आपने शुरू करा अपने criticize करना और किस चीज से trigger off हुआ. So please be careful. हम unknowingly कुछ बोल देते हैं, वो दिमाग में रह जाती है, so हम उसको भी address करने वाले हैं. इसके बाद पता है क्या होने वाला है? we'll be so amazed to see how long we've been picking on ourselves. Today I'm 43. I was 13 then. 30 years, it still is playing on my mind because I still remember it. Of course, it's become a bit better, but this is how we human beings are. This habit of self-criticism has not produced any positive changes, has it? So ask yourself, कि मैं criticize किया अपने आप को, क्या better हुआ या क्या worst होते जा रहा है? 99% you will realize कि आप उसमें इतना आगे बढ़ गए हो and आपको results तो आ नहीं रहे. In fact, negative results बहुत अच्छे से आ रहे हैं. Criticism does not work. It only makes you feel bad. So be willing to stop it. Very, very, very important. Change each of the 5 criticisms on your list to a positive affirmation. So जो भी criticisms हैं आपकी, उनको आपको positive affirmation बदलना है. Tapping में भी यही हमने लिखा था ना कि negativity बोलना है कि I release a need and I replace that with positivity. इसमें भी same है. So both the courses are going parallel. That's why I picked them up together. That it doesn't have to be ये भी करना है, ये भी करना है. They can be in conjunction. Now, number 5. Carry this list with you. When you notice yourself being judgmental, take out the list of affirmations and read a few times. Better yet, read it aloud in front of your mirror. So very, very, very important to understand that हम अपने आप को notice कर रहे हैं, observe कर रहे हैं. How are we going to go about it? क्या अब हम judgy हो रहे हैं? Are we still judgmental? Believe me, judgmental in itself has the word mental. It's a mental disorder. If we are judging people, even temperamental, it makes all of us, tempers also make us mental. So anything which has the word mental, we have to work on ourselves for that. Now take out the list of affirmations, read a few times, and if possible, please record these affirmations because they will really, really, really help you. You can say many, many beautiful affirmations, whatever comes to your mind. You can start saying the thing that I am perfect the way I am. I'm divinely guided. My body is automatically changing. It's becoming better and better every single day. My mind is absorbing all the good things and deleting all the negative ones on its own. And I'm so comfortable. I'm in a happy space of mind. Life is moving around with me so beautifully. Probably I'll say these affirmations maybe in the meditation. So that gives you an idea on how you can intertwine them in your own recorded manifestations. Is that okay? Should I do that? Will it be helpful to all of you? So if yes, I can probably intertwine them. So our heart thought for day 6. I love and accept myself exactly as I am. So this is something we must say again and again and again. Was very, very, very important. So अगर नहीं भी love है हमारे लिए, हमको अपने आप के लिए, हम नहीं भी accept करते हैं, हमें बोलना शुरू करना है so that conditioning हो जाए. Remember, हम इन 1-to-1 days में क्या कर रहे हैं? अपने माइंड की रीप्रोग्रामिंग कर रहे हैं, अनलर्न कर रहे हैं, लर्न कर रहे हैं. सो अगर हमें रीप्रोग्राम करना है तो हमें राइट डेटा फीड करना पड़ेगा सो दैट हमारा सबकॉन्शियस माइंड उस डेटा को अब्सॉर्ब कर ले एंड बाद में प्रोग्राम होकर ऑटोमेटिकली वो चीजें बाहर निकल के आ जाए. सो आवर हार्ट थॉट is very beautiful today and very, very profound. We all have areas of our lives that we think are unacceptable and unlovable. If we are really angry with part of ourselves, we use alcohol, we abuse drugs, cigarettes, even food, we overeat. We beat ourselves up emotionally. One of the worst things we do, which causes more damage than anything in the world, apart from abusing anything, is we criticize ourselves. और कुछ नहीं तो alcohol ले लिया, cigarette ले लिया, ज़्यादा खाना पीना कर लिया, जो too much lace कर लिया, couch potato बन गया, and criticize करनी अरे मुझसे तो कुछ होता नहीं, मैं तो ये कर दिया. This is good. Now we need to stop all criticism completely. Once we get into the habit of not criticizing ourselves, it is amazing how we stop criticizing other people also. Why? Because we get what we give. So what are we giving to ourselves? That space of no criticism. That's what we get. So we give what we get, or we get what we give. If you see together, it's just a vicious circle. So start being the giver. Start giving yourself that place where you are no longer complaining, no longer criticizing, and that's what you will be growing more into. फिर like attracts like होगा. आप ऐसे लोग attract करना शुरू कर दो. एकदम से आप देखोगे आप friend circle में shift आ रहा है. So if you're a friend circle of say 5 couples or 5 girlfriends or 5 guy friends, the 2 who are resonating, they're in a good space. And the people who are complaining about their mother-in-laws or their households or their finances, all of a sudden you will start avoiding them. And thoda sa dheere dheere consciously wo bahar nikal jayega. Now, when we complain about someone, we are really complaining about ourselves. We realize that everyone is a reflection of us, and what we see in another person is what we see in ourselves. When we can truly love and accept who we are, there is nothing to complain about. We can't hurt ourselves, we can't hurt another person, and let's take a vow where we will no longer criticize ourselves for anything. Such kind of vows are beautiful because अगर आपने आज ही vow लिया, आपकी future lives में भी ये vow काम आने वाला है कि मैं criticize करती ही नहीं ना अपने आप को ना किसी और को, because I believe in love and I believe in seeing all things wonderful. So wonderful. Thank you, Rahul sir. Let's go on to a heart thought. And I will try and intertwine this meditation and the heart thoughts and positive affirmations all together into today's meditation. So anybody wants to read the heart thought today, please raise your hand. Thank you, Akshay. Manish, tomorrow you can raise your hand. Tomorrow you can read. Thank you so much. So it's a long one. It's about expression. Just see, today we're talking about expressions, right? That what are we expressing? Our body is also reacting to that. Tapping may be a baat hui, mirror work may be a baat hui, heart thought may be a baat ho rahi. So I express my true being. This is a new day. Begin anew to claim and create all that is good. Over to you, Akshay.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I see myself having a consciousness of oneness with the presence and power of God. I see myself ever aware of the power of God within me as the source of everything I desire. I see myself confidently calling upon the presence to supply my every need. I love all expressions of God unconditionally, knowing the truth of all that is. I walk through life with the happy companionship of my God self, and joyfully express the goodness I am. My wisdom and understanding of spirit increases, and I express more fully each day the inner beauty and strength of my true being. Divine order is ever present in my experience, and there is plenty of time for all that I choose to do. I express wisdom, understanding, and love in all my dealings with others, and my words are divinely guided. I see my consciousness of spiritual abundance expressing as plenty, plenty to use for good in my world. I see myself expressing the creative energy of spirit in my work, writing and speaking words of truth easily and with a depth of understanding and wisdom. Fun, uplifting ideas flow through my consciousness for joyful expression, and I follow through on the ideas received, bringing them into full manifestation. And so it is.
Just see, thank you. So beautifully you read, as always, Akshay. Just see what's written. Just see what's written. I see myself expressing the creative energy of spirit in my work. Writing and speaking words of truth come easily to me with a depth of understanding and wisdom. This is what I was trying to say, that when you start reflecting and writing on Facebook or other forums, you will realize that you're starting to express so openly without hesitation. And that's one of the biggest goals that I want all of us to achieve. So thank you, Rahul sir. It's time for our meditation, and we'll just intertwine everything together. So, all right, everyone, welcome to this beautiful day with our meditation. And let's see our postures. Is Shivani the co-host? I'm sure Rahul sir and Shivani have taken care of it. Let's see our postures. Our backs absolutely straight. Our feet firmly grounded, however you are comfortable. Our hands in a comfortable resting position. Our eyes softly closed. And a warm smile on our faces. Today, it's all about self-esteem. Today, the meditation is about self-esteem. Let's tell each one of us as we take a deep breath in that I am consciously breathing self-esteem. Breathe in deep. Breathe out deep. Once again, take a deep breath in and breathe in self-esteem. Gently exhale. Third time for this morning, let's take a deep breath in and fill our body with self-esteem. And as we exhale, we are respecting ourselves and we're finding that people are respecting us because this is the energy we're transmitting. Each one of us is aligned, is balanced, is centered, and is receptive for learning how to grow inwards and outwards. We all know by now, our life is magical. Our life is a blessing. Our life is full of learnings. And we're evolving every single day with love and light. I am totally adequate for all situations. I choose to feel good about myself. I am worthy of my own love. I stand on my own 2 feet. I automatically become independent. It is safe for me to speak up for myself. As I'm loved and respected, I am accepted so easily, exactly as I am, right here, right now. My self-esteem is high because I honor who I am. My life gets more fabulous every single moment. I look forward to what's new in my life. Every hour is magical. It brings something new in my life. My life supports me in every possible way. I'm living my life with awareness, with heightened consciousness, which is filled with loving, positive, healthy thoughts that are reflected in my experience. The greatest gift I can give myself is unconditional love. I love myself exactly as I am. I no longer wait to be perfect in order to love myself because I am perfect, because I am whole, because I am complete. And I love being me. Whatever negative conditioning I had, I tapped that away from my body and my being. All negativity is simply washed out and is replaced by positivity. I am good. I am worth loving. I respect myself unconditionally, and people respect me so amazingly. My vibes matter. I transmit good energy, and people love to be around me, knowing that I am so positive. I believe I am so positive because I am pure, unconditional love. I believe I am blessed. I know that I have an abundant life. I'm so open and receptive to all the wonderful things and magics in the world that every moment becomes magical for me. Doors open for me, new opportunities come for me, and I take them so beautifully because I'm always divinely guided. Whatever I say makes sense. Now, only meaningful words come from my mouth. And I have become so open with my expression that I amaze myself. Where do these beautiful poems come from? How do I write so well all of a sudden? It's because my energy chakras are opening up. It's because I am growing abundantly. I am radiating infinite joy. I am in the best space of my life. My mind is healing. My mind is reprogramming. My mind is unlearning. And my mind is learning. Whatever's happened in the past has happened. But I'm replacing that and adding beautiful new experiences and life lessons that I wish to inculcate in my life. Whatever new programming I put in, it comes to fruition. I breathe in love all the time. And I flow like water so easily. I've come to a point where I'm truly an expression of myself. I express my true being so easily. Pure, unconditional love surrounds me. In fact, I've chosen to live in this world of love. Every moment is a new moment. What's done is done. I simply start to look deep within me and around me, and I only find pearls of wisdom. I only find things that I rejoice in. I only see things that I can compliment. I actually start appreciating life, myself, and others around me. I realize that I have this consciousness of power within me, this power which tells me that God lives within me, His qualities live within me, and whatever I desire comes to me so easily. I'm growing unconditionally, day by day, moment by moment, step by step. My wisdom is getting enhanced every single day. I'm understanding myself and the true spirit of love. I am becoming so much more beautiful, so much more stronger, so much more positive. Whatever negativity comes in my life simply fades away so organically. It's as if it's second. My body has become a magnet of all things wonderful. Wonderful feelings, wonderful emotions, wonderful lessons, wonderful experiences. And I am being enriched every single day. I see all of a sudden I'm spiritually getting more aware, more conscious, and overall abundance surrounds me and my being. I speak words so easily. I express so easily. I don't feel stifled. My partner resonates whatever I say. And all of a sudden, life is becoming so magical because I am a joyful expression of life. I follow whatever ideas I receive. I truly manifest that life becomes beautiful, not just for me, but for everyone around me and the world at large. And I truly know that when each person becomes more conscious, more aware, Mother Earth will go through ascension and all of us will release our toxicity and find that we have a beautiful shift in our energy. Self love is the best form of love. And I am now enfolding myself and unfolding the world of unconditional love every single moment. I believe I'm a channel of love. I believe I'm a channel of light. I believe I'm a channel of blessings. And with these profound learnings of my life, I feel I'm here for a purpose. The purpose to elevate myself, my journey, my growth, and to help partner in somebody else's life. May I always be divinely guided. May whatever I speak make sense. May whatever I say be divine. May I be always living a life of purpose. May I transform myself into somebody who I wish to be, knowing that I'm already the person that I wish to be. I celebrate life by going in a fast forward mode and seeing myself and my dreams coming to fruition. The most important to manifest. So I'm consciously now on a beautiful emotional level. All is well in my world, and so it is. Infinite love, infinite joy, infinite happiness surrounds me. I am blessed. Let's bow our heads in gratitude and feel our grounding. Whatever I've learned today has made me more humble, more compassionate, more kind. Because now I'm understanding that whatever negative programming I had can be replaced with love and light. So I am on this journey. Mother Earth, always continue doing what you do. In return, all I can promise is love, love, and love. Let's thank our wonderful life lessons, experiences for nurturing us into who we are today. Strong, wonderful, bold, and absolutely powerful. Let's stretch our hands towards the universe above. Thank our universe for having our back. Thank life for having our back. Thank all the divinities in the form of teachers, gurus, or divine beings, always holding our hand, guiding us from different realms that they are in. We know we are divinely guided. All the angels and guardians, thank you for ensuring we are in a beautiful bubble of love and light, safe and sound. Let's expand our angel heart. I am love. I am a channel of love. I am light. I'm a channel of light. I am abundance. I'm a channel of abundance. I am open and receptive. Wherever I turn, prosperity follows. I am power. Let's fold our hands in gratitude and be thankful and mindful and heartful of gratitude for everything and anything from heavens to earth below. Let's rub our hands together. Feel the energy, the warmth. Bless our wonderful face and the five senses, our neck, our shoulders, our arms, backside of our body, top to bottom, soles of our feet, front of our feet, our calves, our knees, our thighs, our gut area, sexual area, excretory area, full stomach going up till, blessing your lungs, feeling your heartbeat. And with this heart, with all the love that's going in within me, let me be the channel of sharing my love, sharing my gratitude, sharing everyone a beautiful body, sharing with them the blessings of everyone having a beautiful body, a holistic approach of healing. May all of us and all beings, sentient beings on Mother Earth, be blessed. Supriya, Ruchi, Pratima ji, Pina ji, Yan ji, Usha ji, Vijay ji, Jitendra ji, Akshay, Kamakshi ji, Shivani, Shami, Kuldeep ji, Nikita, Meenakshi, Neha, Anita, Richa, Shalu, Manish, Manisha, Niriksha, Sonakshi, Rahul sir, Amrita. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Under all our visual online Sangha Mitras, lots of love and light. Be blessed. So let's see each other tomorrow at 5. And let's just keep evolving in life. Let's keep having each other's back. And I hope yesterday was a Sunday that you have had your group calls. If not, even if you're not a catalyst or a booster or an angel or a guardian, you are a Sangha Mitra, right? So ask each other, when can we meet? I'm sure 20 minutes or 10 minutes is not too tough to meet. Also, I want you to do a reality check. One of you can become a person who can ask your group members that, are the dreams put in place? Have we taken the steps to convert them into possible dreams, into possibility? Just reading a book will not help us. Implementation will help us. So are we working on that as a group? So you're not too many in your group. 5, let's say, averages a park. So 20% you need to give so that you can get back 80% from them. So please, please, please hold strength for each other, have each other's back and work on it. It's very, very important to be accountable. Yes, Manish.
I'm just a curiosity. Do you remember all these meditations throughout? If it is so, then it is terrific.
I don't remember or not remember. It just is, probably it's part of my subconscious mind. So it's effortless. I don't plan it, Manish. It just comes, and it'll come to you all also. Once you're resonating in a world of positivity, apne आप positive thoughts आएंगे. आपको plan ही नहीं करना पड़ेगा. You'll get programmed. So I think I'm programmed that way. That's what I'll say. And believe me, it took me time. It took me a good cancer ka journey to realize. So I went the tough way. So I don't wish that tough way to anyone. But yes, let's work on our spiritual growth. So once we become buckets full of positivity or bodies full of positivity, what we'll realize in life will be positivity. So, and that's why when I meditate, I ask you all, kuch karna hai, aapko challenge aa raha hai, so you can share that intention so that we can work on it. Let's learn to flow. मैं अपने आप से expectation ज़्यादा नहीं करती, because expectation ही नहीं है. It's all about excellence. अपने आप excellence आनी चाहिए. So we should strive for the best. That's what I say. And then let the life unfold. So thank you. Thank you for your question, and thank you for your morning with me. I love my magical mornings. So lots of love and light. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.